use it with the AIM-RAM fine. The final thing I'm going to show you guys with air-to-air combat is I'm going to show you the Hcms. The Hcms is a helmet-mounted HUD that your character has on if you're in an F-16. It allows you to look around and you'll have a HUD on your screen. And it's being displayed on your helmet. Okay? So in order to activate the system, you got to go down here under your ECM panel. You're going to have this switch. It's in a panel called HMCS. You got to switch this to the right. Now, the more it is to the right, the darker the HUD will be. So if you have it on just one setting right, you can barely see the HUD when you go up and look out. You can barely see it. If it's all the way to the right, you can see it. It's very dark. So I'm going to put it all the way to the right just for testing purposes. I'm going to unpause the game so we can see it. So this is the HMCS. It shows you some pretty crucial information. Like, for instance, it will show you the current bearing to whatever you're looking at. Right now it's stuck because I have the game paused. It tells you your current bullseye, what weapon you have selected, airspeed, altitude, range, and heading to whatever you're looking at. It'll tell you how many G's you're pulling. And what it also shows you is some other very important symbols, okay? It will actually show you the gimbal limits of your Sidewinder. So, you probably can't see it until I zoom in, but see that little diamond? We went over this before. That is the sensor head for your Sidewinder. Now, notice how it's not following my HUD. And the reason for that is that is the gimbal limit. In other words, that's the maximum limit of where the Sidewinder can look. And it will move with my HUD. It will move with my HUD, but it won't go past a certain degree. I think it's like 30 degrees or so of bore sight. That's for the AIM-9 mic, at least. For the AIM-9 X-ray, you can fire really far up bore sight. Now, the coolest thing about this mode is that if you're in dogfight mode and you have the HMCS up, you can actually lock up targets just by looking at them. And the way you do that is you look at them and then you press TMS up. So, watch. Oh, you have to hold down TMS up. So I'm going to unpause. What you're going to see is holding down TMS up. See that circle? Now I just move it onto one of them to lock up and it locks them up. I'm going to let this guy go off of bore sight so I can do it again. Okay. Hold down the circle. Then you release it when you want to lock onto something.
Lock.
Simple as that.
Lock.
It'll even show you on the HMCS the bearing to the target. You see how that line's moving? This line right here shows you the bearing to the target. So all you got to do is follow that line direction. It'll bring you right to the target visually. Okay. Now, what it will do as well is I'm gonna unpause this, unlock the target. Now it will also show you gimbal limits for your radar. So I'm going to use my radar here. Okay, it's designating, and I can't go off of that line. See it? See how the oval turned to an X? Oval with an X in it? That's because that's the gimbal limits for my radar. Because again, I want to remind you guys that it's a searchlight. It's a searchlight, okay? So I can't go above the searchlight. I turn into an X. I can't go beyond the searchlight off of the flank. And there's limits. So it shows you the radar limits, and it also shows you the sensor, heat sensor limits. Now,
lock.
I can lock onto anything just by looking at it.
Lock.
Now, let's say you're in a dogfight or whatever, and you want to get rid of the HMCS. It's really annoying you, but you don't want to go down to the switch. You can do that fine. All you have to do to get rid of this HMCS is just hold down DMS down. Okay, it will go away just like that. If you want to come back on, you just hold down DMS down again. Turn it on, turn it off. I'm just going to prosecute an attack using the HMCS, and then this video is pretty much over.
Lock.
Good tone. I'm using my Sidewinder here. I'm going to go off bore sight just so we can look at it off bore sight. It's almost at the gimbal limits here.
Fox 2.
It's trying to go low to evade me. Can I work out for you, buddy? Boom.
Fox 2.
So that concludes this video. Just wanted to show you guys the basics of air to combat. Please let me know if this was helpful at all.